All right, this your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word to the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, These Hate Crimes Will Not Be Forgotten. All right? It's going to be entitled, These Hate Crimes Will Not Be Forgotten. Now, I got aspires to do this lesson because of two reasons. The first reason is because of the young man that was hung in Mississippi. All right, it happened about a week or so ago. They were saying that it was a suicidal action, but we already know how it goes. There's a lot of people that's already been posting about it, you know, on social media and so forth and so on. And a lot of people saying that's bullshit, all right? Especially because of the location. You already know down south, the hate crimes are real down there, all right? And we already know they're real pretty much everywhere, all right? And then there's a lot of people who's out here trying to actually figure out what's going on because they talking about the court system and the police and everything down there. Hold on, let me roll this window up so you all can hear me a little bit better because I know this wind was going crazy. But they're talking about that they have the best system and they never fail when it comes to cases, controversial cases like these. And a lot of people are saying it's bullshit, all right? They saying that no, there was something that went down and that dude was hanged on a tree. He was hung on a tree, all right? They're not, you know, because that's crazy. And somebody like that would just come out of nowhere and just say they want to commit suicide and that's the way that they would do it. That's not what went down. And we already know that's not what went down, all right? Then the second reason is because of this YouTuber named Tahar Games. Forgive me if I got the pronunciation of her name wrong, but I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's Tahar Games. She recently passed due to cancer, and they were saying that it was a hate crime towards her because she had the symptoms a year before, you know, she died or whatever, and they found the symptoms a year before she died, but they didn't give her the correct medication and treatment that she needed. All right, they didn't give her anything that was supposed to be helpful, so then that can possibly go away. They literally told her to do certain things or whatever, and didn't help. And the further that people looked into the situation, they realized that she was rejected of the correct treatment, all right? And so they're calling it racial something. I forget what the word that they use. It's racial something, I forget, but pretty much, you know, they pretty much looked at her as, you know, a black woman. It was like, look, we're not gonna give her the treatment that she needs on purpose, all right? On purpose. And this has happened plenty of times before, and it's going to continue to happen, all right? And we keep trying to tell you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that this white man does not love you, man, all right? He does not. Esau is the damn devil. He's going to make sure that he gets rid of you all because the main thing that he really wants to do is eliminate every single one of us, but he can't do that just for the simple fact that he doesn't know who's an Israelite that doesn't look like an Israelite, all right? Because there's a lot of us out there that look like so-called white people, Asian people, African people, Indian people, so forth and so on, man. They can't do it. And so this is one of the reasons why they're going to try to chip everybody. They're going to make it mandatory. But that's going into another subject. But at the end of the day, these hate crimes are starting to be more and more well known. All right, because whenever things happen now in this day and age, people immediately go to social media or they go on the internet, they do their research and they be like, look, no, this is exactly what happened. This is when it went down. This is what he or she said. These were the people that were involved in the situation. And now look at the actual situation. It went down in flames. And people like, they calling bullshit on a lot of things. All right. You got people that's not so-called African American, you know, posting about the things that's been going on that's happening to black people, man. All right, and you know we don't use that word black heavily because we're not black people. All right, we're Israelites. All right, Black is not our skin color. But anyway, there's a lot of reports coming out about, you know, how Esau still to this day is doing the most. But these hate crimes will not be forgotten, because like the scriptures say, there's nothing new under the sun. Esau been doing this for all of life. All right? And the scriptures also say that he requires that was passed. All right? He's been doing this to us, using us as guinea pigs, testing out all kind of chemicals and diseases and stuff on us, just so they can see how we react to it, and they can know what to do about it in the future. All right? They've been doing this to us for the longest. But now, like I said, it's getting to the point where they can't even be smooth with it no more because of this internet. And that's actually a beautiful thing, all right? But the Most High is not going to forget everything that he has done to the children of Israel, all right? Like the scriptures say in Revelation 18, his sins have reached the heavens. His sins have definitely reached the heavens. And he can't get away from that, man. He can't hide. We don't care how many underground bunkers you have, how many spaceships you plan on building to fly out of the earth. All right? You're not going to get away from the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And in the book of Ezekiel 35:5, it says, since you had a perpetual hatred toward the children of Israel, even blood shall pursue thee. All right? And that's one of my favorite scriptures to read. Ezekiel 35:5, Ezekiel 25:14. That speaks about how the Lord is going to use us to execute his anger against Esau. So they're not going to get away with this, man. They're not going to get away with everything that they've been doing toward us, man, even though they think so. They think that they're going to be okay. They think that they're going to be able to just do whatever they want for as long as they live, man. Like the scriptures say, they think that their houses are going to continue forever. That's not going to happen, man. And the thing is, the elites know this, but they're not going to tell anybody else. The elites know that they're about to be out of power, man, because they know who the true Israelites are. And that's all that matters. Since they know who the true Israelites are, they know that they don't have that much time because they're Esau. And they know this, man. All right? And you know this, man. All right? So they're not going to be able to get away with this. And when you read these stories, it pisses you off. You know, it pisses you off that, you know, these supposed to be so-called human beings, but they demons, man. We already know they demons. They're the wicked. But when you read these articles, you come across all of these things, man, it gets you to the point where you be like, you wish you could do something about it. But the scriptures say we have to wait on the Lord, and that's all good. Because when we wait on the Lord, and then when the Lord gives us the okay, we going to meditate terror like the scriptures say, man. It's not going to be nothing sweet. It's not going to be anything sweet at all. All right? We going to meditate terror, and it's going to be all out hell for Esau for 1,000 years straight. 1,000 years straight. And that's why that Revelation 13:10 is so powerful. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. This is what we patiently waiting for, man. Because we can't stand Esau. We getting tired of him, man. We getting tired of him being in rulership. We getting tired of being under his rulership. We getting tired of the system. You know, we may hate 2/3. You know, we may hate them with a passion because, you know, they're being wicked as well. And we understand that when things like what happened to Tater Games as far as her not getting treatment, her receiving cancer, so forth and so on, we understand that this is judgment from the Most High. We do. But at the same time, we you know, the warning is out here for Israel to repent. So we understand that this is judgment, but at the same time, when we see that the way that they went down as far as who did it, who was behind it, that's what gets us mad, man. Because we see the wickedness and the evil that Esau brought, man. But it's okay. All we got to do is wait on the Lord. The Lord will get his vengeance, man. And he's going to use us to do it. And Yahushua going to get his lick back too. All right? He's going to come down here and wreak havoc. Because the scriptures say that he's not coming to bring peace on the earth, but a sword. So it's getting ready to go down, man. All right? But I'm going to end it with that. I just wanted to speak on that a little bit because that's been on my mind for a while. And like I said, when you come across things like that, it is sad, but at the same time, we understand the whole situation of it spiritually, and we understand that, hey, Esau can't get away from this judgment, man. Esau about to get his turn very, very soon. So stay prayed up, stay alert, be safe out here, and keep praying for the day of the return of our Lord Yahushua. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm gonna say, call Halayim Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.